Hello. Meowdy. It's been a hot minute, but I need peer pressure. I need help. I need your help. Because I need to finish Miku, and I'm not doing it. What's more powerful than getting other people to bully me to finish it? So we're streaming some art today. We're gonna do some Miku here. Let me switch some things around. See. Alley-oop. And let me get my music going. It's sufficiently low. And not that low. Maybe? Maybe? Let's turn it down over here instead. Perfect. Alright. Have to let me know if that's too loud, but otherwise I think we're good to go. So, as you can see, I've done a couple of things to Miku since last time. Just a couple of tests. I wanted to get the, not loud on my end, wait. You stop that. Okay. I wanted to figure out what did it's one of those days, I guess. What I wanted to do with the highlight and shadow color, but now that we've got that good to go, it's more chipping away, I guess. Exciting stuff. I've got some reworks I want to do as well. I think I can get more, well, fun. I think I can get more depth with the old ponytail, or the pigtails, and the middle piece of hair, so I might rework those a little bit. And yeah, otherwise, just some tidying. I promise you, she's like at Miku's like 75%? 75? Somewhere in there. So, let's see. Let's make Miku small. First things first. There you are. Shrink her down here. She's just kind of lurking. Okay. And then we'll bring back Big Miku. Alright. Where do I want to start? I guess... well, we need to re-render some things. So let's start there. That's the easiest thing to start with. Let's do some re-rendering. So the ponytails have changed since my last render. Let's see. I've tied all my layers. Let's do that real quick. Yeah. So what's going on? Let's see. Steam sale just started. It's pretty exciting stuff, I guess. If you're into that sort of thing. I've got a couple things on my wish list I'm keeping an eye on, but nothing really standing out to me right now. Wrong exporter, hang on. PNG. Stop. Okay. I hear really good things about... oh, what was the name of that game? Wait. I'm so tired right now. You're gonna get like 50% like comprehensible garbage. The rest of it's just throw it right out. Useless. Disco Elysium. I think that's like might be the next one I pick up, but I don't know if I've got the time right now. I don't know. Oh, hello. It is the autumn sale though, so it's not like... hi. Hello. What time do you have? Okay. Wanna come say hi? Come on, come say hi. Yeah, good job. Keep up the good work. Anna has a new window seat. That's exciting stuff. Yeah. I had to move the cat tree was in the window so she could hop up there, but I had to move it and she was depressed. She hated it, so just slap the board in there. She has a whole like row now. Yeah. You need height though. I want to get like some of those like cat tree tubes. Yeah, I want to put one of those on there so you can have like a bed. I think that would be the primo, the good stuff. Okay. Come here. Come on. You stay there. Okay, good job. Just be noisy over there. Alright. Exporting. Yeah, that's right. Let me pull up HONK folder. Miku. And we'll just start. Clean it up a little bit. I'm thinking, oh, whoops. So I think I can split the ponytails into 2 layers. So what I did with the... I did a change on the shirt and the chest piece, which is basically, the shoulders are no longer connected to the body. It is, the shirt and the neck are connected, and the collar are connected. I tried to do it without the collar connected so it could have movement as well, but because those layers butt up against each other, you either have to make them into 2 layers or just say fuck it. And there were so many complications. It would have taken a lot more work than it was worth. I feel like the collar looks fine. The tie adds enough depth. It's fine. I'm overthinking it. But oh yeah, let me go ahead and export the pupils again as well before I restart HONK. Hold on. Where is? And then I'll bring the color back so it doesn't hurt your eyeballs. Pupils. So I think the pupils. So like here's default, right? This is Miku looking directly at me, but they look like they're looking a bit high. I want to bring them down to about here. I'm thinking. Okay, so that means maybe about here. Nice, sweetie. Okay, let's go a little bit further and then we'll try that first. Start here. I need to get the eyebrows back in too. I forgot to do that. So let's export that one. And I think the eyebrows are still in the folder. I just don't have them active. Let me double check though. No, I'm not seeing them. Okay, so let's export. Just little lines right now, nothing too fancy. And my eyebrows are so very often just little lines and you never notice it. At least I don't. But it's pretty silly looking on its own. I'm not a fan. Alright, I'll bring the gray back so it's not as jarring. Bring back Miku. I think that's all I need to re-export. Oops. Right now. That's it. Yeah, so the shoulders, they need to clean it up because I just was testing out. But now the arms have like a depth effect to them. So it looks like the body's moving a bit more, which I like. I am a fan. Let's rename this to eyebrows. And it should be just pupils. Let me, yeah, okay. And replace. Gorgeous. Alright, let's reboot. This is like the earliest HONK reboot I think I've done to date. But this is where we need to start. Let me pull up my to-do list while I'm waiting too, because I could add highlight to the fringe first. Okay, here's my options, right? Adding highlight to the fringe, which is the hair on the left and the right here. Rework the middle bit. Test a rework on the ponytail. Or what else do I have? The rest of it's kind of fixing stuff. It's not as fun. It's not as exciting. Alright, let me recalibrate real quick. Alright, let's see. that's much better. Oh, wait, hang on, you can't see it. Let me just... There she is. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. I need to... Oh, that's another thing I need to do. Hang on. Separate... Fringe and... The fringe has a connected shadow with the middle hair, and I want to separate those, because I think I need to. Is there anything else? Let's see. Move that over. Okay, that's a little bit better with the eyes. Oh, they go too far now. Much too much. Let's turn that down just a smidgen. There we go. Cute. All right. I think one thing I did off stream as well was round the face a little bit more, because if you look at an anime face at the like 3/4 angle or whatever, it does kind of bow out a little bit to show the cheek. I tried to capture that a little bit more so it wasn't so jarring. It's still a little bit wonky. Maybe I'll do a bit more, but eh. Oh, let's add in the eyebrows too while I'm sitting here. They'll still look weird. I don't like those, but they'll do for now. Let's give them the old oops. Where'd they go? Let's zoom out a little bit. Hang on, let me set these up. I gotta give them the look box. And layer 3. Oh. Well, too much. Much too much. Okay, there. Yeah. What if you invert them? The eyebrows are tricky for Miku. Oh yeah, see. It's just not gonna do what I want it to do. I may just attach them to the face or something. It works pretty well on other avatar models, having the eyebrows be like more expressive. I'm just not feeling it for this one. It also will, so when you add a new layer to Honk, it gets kind of laggy. You can see it jittering around a little bit maybe, but once you restart it, it goes away. Okay. Yeah, okay, so ponytail, rework, hair middle rework, or highlights on the fringe. Those are our options. We can do. I'm thinking, I want to try the ponytail rework. It'll be the quickest, most notable difference, and it may or may not work. I don't really know, but I want to see. Hi, Beeper. Hello, people. Let me get down just a smidge more. Ponytail, yeah, okay. So I think what I can just do here is pull up. So what I was thinking of doing, I think I can just grab, oh, nope, no I cannot. Let me hide the rest of Miku so I can see what I'm doing. Nice people. So needy right now, hello. What's up? What are you thinking about? Okay. You having a moment? Okay. Why is your paw wet? What did you do? Are you getting a drink? Keep up the good work. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh, I see what you want. Okay, hang on. There you go. I'm down here begging. I see what's going on here. It took me long enough. Where did my pen go? Uh-oh. Honda distracted me. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, yeah. I think I can just do this by creating a temporary line Let's just do it on the same layer. It's fine. Ooh, that's no good. Okay, sometimes Clip bugs out a little bit, but that's okay. That's alright. Oh yeah, Clip released, or they're about to release the new version. Version 2.0. They got a lot of controversy with this upcoming release because it is going to a subscription-based format rather than a one-time purchase format, and I included on this. I'm not too happy about that. The current deal that I saw was that you can purchase Clip Studio 1.0, I think it's a weird deal. You purchase Clip 1.0 and then you can have access to the first 6 months of updates for version 2 Clip. I think that's I see. I think that's the deal currently. I didn't see anything actually talking about what the update would include. The only thing I saw was like one clip of so Clip Studio can do 3D models that you can put on the screen and then like move around to get a pose and then draw over the pose, right? Apparently they're updating that in 2.0, but I did not see anything else noteworthy. I didn't actually go out of my way to look, so you know, maybe it's out there and I just didn't see it, but that's all I saw currently. Okay, so what we're gonna do, number one, we're gonna save and then we're gonna grab all of our hair color layers here. Copy, no, cut. This is gonna be scary, but bear with me. We're gonna put it in its own folder. And we're gonna take the layers. Don't need that. I'm gonna take the layers here in the vector layer and just grab. Actually, let's just copy it. I'm thinking. Just copy it in here. And what we'll do is we will delete everything that is involved with the new background layer. Let's do it this way. Let me also hide. There we go, so I can see what I'm doing. Hi, Speakball. Welcome back. It's been so long. Oops. Okay, and then we're just gonna delete. Shouldn't interfere if I just delete these. It's just where the lines were, so it's not like I shouldn't be losing anything. What I'll probably end up do is saving this in a different file just to be safe, but grab this here, delete and delete. Okay. Oh, scary. Okay, remove the background layer, export. I'm gonna call this Ponytail 1, and the other one yeah, I gotta delete the other. Oops, hang on. Delete the other. Let's do it with my little pointer here. And I will have to add also some overflow, I think. Just a bit, just in case. What you doing back there, Anna? You're just sitting behind my monitor. Just sitting, looking around. You watching the stream? No, she's watching the YouTube video for the music. Okay, what I'll do, hide those, grab the color, and just fill in a little bit extra. Just so it's not such a tight squeeze with the future brain. Yeah, when the layers get into honk, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. And if this works, then I can clean it up, but if not, then no big deal. No loss. This will be ponytail 2. Okay. Right. Let's go back into our layers. What else is going on? There's something else. Oh yeah, holiday stuff. Most people I know are gearing up to hang out with family and stuff. Everybody's busy. I am not. Not super surprising. Being agoraphobic and all, but you know, that's cool. Ponytail 1, yeah. Ponytail 1 is the front layer, and then ponytail 2. I'm gonna rename it to Hair Long BG, so it fits the naming convention. Hopefully, that should put it alphabetically below. We'll see. And we'll restart honk one more time. Well, it's gonna be a lot more times actually, but give it a minute. I was thinking about it. I was trying to figure out, I need to ask Anna, what you doing? I don't think you can hear her, but she's doing something. What are you doing? Okay. I need to ask Miso if Sims music gets flagged on Twitch, because some nice Sims 1, like I like the Latin channel or the Sims Hot Date. That's some good music. Some bangers. Let me see. There we go. Oh. Her ponytail got real skinny real quick. Okay, so we're gonna add the second layer, which is the BG. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's fine. This is fixable. What we'll do, we'll just close honk. Maybe if I put a 2 after, I'll just hair long A and hair long B. Oh, I don't want to rename it. Ugh. Hang on, I can do this. Does that put it? Hair longer. Okay, perfect. All right, that works. Rebooting. Anna, you were up to no good back there. What are you doing? You want these Smarties? I can't have them. You can have them. Here you go. Here, I'll put them on your chair. I put them over here, sweetie. What are you looking at me like that for? You're being silly. Here you go. What else is on my to-do list here? Let's see. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out if I was gonna add some more mouth frames. Let me pull it back up. Honk 2. Honk. Okay. Yeah, I think like 2 maybe more mouth frames would be nice. I have to go look at some reference though for that. Okay, let's add our hair longer layer. Perfect. It comes last on the list, which is exactly where you want it. Let's zoom out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Beeper. Let's make this much too much. I think if I make it a little bit less. Let me check what hair long is. Oh, it is barely a thing. Okay. Make it a little bit less. It should do. Oh, that's funky looking. I don't. Maybe a little bit more. I always get it confused because it needs to invert, right? So if I make this one less, this one a bit more, maybe. Here, I'll make it bigger so you can see what I'm looking at. So just wiggling back and forth in silence, singing. Alley-oop. And I will hide Miku. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe it's just not properly executed. It could be it. Because I think the, like on the right side, for instance, right? The ponytail needs to be primarily... Miku, I'm your biggest fan. Yeah! It's getting there. It's almost Miku. It's not quite. I think the ponytail needs to take up a majority of that space, so it looks kind of weird. I'm testing out... Since you just got here, hello. Hi, how's it going? I'm testing out the... potentially reworking some of the back ponytail hair bits so that they have a little bit more layering to them. Kind of lukewarm on it so far. I think it could work. Maybe as an extra layer, maybe not as like... I'm just like, my brain is just turning off. Thank you. Yeah, I was working on off stream. I did the highlights and the shadows and stuff. So it's getting there. I'm figuring it out as I go. I think I like this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it differently. I think I'm going to undo what was done. All the way up. Okay, all the way up to cut here, I think. Yeah, alright. She's back to normal. Down. I think I'll do it in a slightly different way, which is like, instead of taking away from what's already here, I'll just add a little bit on the outside and make it move that way. I think that'll make a little bit more sense. It'll be a little more subtle, but I don't really need too much since the hair hardly moves at all anyway. I don't really need too much for that. But yeah, Alex, how's it going? Hi. You sleepy? It is well past your bedtime. We love to hear it though. Okay. So let me grab... Oh, hi sweetie. You're back already. Wow. Maybe I can just hit the undo button. No, I think I'm gonna have to, okay, that's fine. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I don't know what it's doing. I think I'm just gonna have to re-export, so I'll go ahead and do that while I'm sitting here. While I have it up. So, smeeby. Yeah, you got a point. Just working. Hi, Anna. That's very cute. Hang on, let me get a picture of that so I can send it to you. I got a Discord. You're so funny. She's okay, so my drawing monitor is in front of me, right? And she's just like not quite tall enough to go like look at me over it. So she's just got like her chin on the drawing monitor peeking over. It's very cute. Very sweet. Yeah, I do have the Discord like 90% set up so that I could actually post cat pictures in it, but I need to double check that it's not messed up. Here you go. I'll direct in that one this time. That would be nice. I would like a place to send more cat pictures and receive more cat pictures. I don't know if you've considered this, but I just want to look at your cats. Okay, save. All right, it's like it never even happened. We get a redo. Okay, let me hide. Make Miku small again since we're working. Look at your cats. All right. That didn't quite work, but that was quick. It was a quick detour. I do want to... Okay, let's just work on the fringe for a bit. I'm thinking... Work on the hair a little bit more. Because I've got some of the basic shadows going here, but let's add to that. Let's enhance. Okay, there's that one. I think I have the fringe set to 2 separate layers. That one is on top of the other. Yeah, okay. It doesn't quite look right, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay, it's just for the darkest areas. All right. Enhance. Precisely. Hi. Okay, Anna just wants to be involved. She's looking at the monitor again, hanging out. So she's here with us in spirit, and also physically, because any minute now she's gonna start screaming again. There we go. She misses me and I miss her. Yep, I mean, you're gonna have to come visit. I don't know what to tell you. You don't have to come visit me, but Anna. She's desperate. She's lonely. Yeah. Both is good. There maybe? Enhance. Advanced darkness. I don't even know. I've got them flipped. That's what's confusing the hell out of me. I'll just flip them up on the other monitor as well. That did basically nothing. Cool. Spend all that time putting in that nice shadow. It's like tiny. You can't even see it. Okay. Let's see. What else is going on? Talked about the Steam sale. Alright, now that was noisy. Hi. You can't keep getting away with this beeper. Hi. Watched, Interview with a Vampire finally. Now that it's fully released. There's only 7 episodes. I didn't realize that, but... Okay. Alright, you gotta move. You're squishing stuff. You're like... She's like pawing at my pin under the monitor. Hey, what are you doing, peeper? Why are you being such a menace? You literally were ignoring me 5 minutes before stream. Didn't want anything to do with me. You were in the window. Independent little lady. And now, look at you. Hi. Yeah, she's being a menace. Nothing new. Alright. Yes, but I watched Interview with the Vampire. It's very good. The new show. Very good. I'm going back through now and reading the books. And I'm gonna watch it again. And then we're gonna talk about it at some point. But I'm not really sure what the future holds for vampire streams. Because I'm thinking I want to retire. I want to retire Vampire Survivors, I think. I don't know how to replace it. I could just, I mean, like, I could just do Animal Crossing potentially, because it's very chill and you need something to do or talk about while you do it. That would work. Oh, you are desperately needy for attention right now. Holy shit. There was a couple of differences, which is good. It's a good thing. I'm not one of those anti-difference people. It's not like the books. Like, eh. In this case, especially because the movie itself from '94 was pretty faithful to the original text. We don't need another one necessarily, at least not for a very, very long time. So, like, change is good. It's fine. We gotta watch, yeah. We definitely, at least, gotta get you caught up on the movie, the '94 movie, because, like I said, it's more faithful to the books, and it will give you a lot of much needed context if you watch the show. Not necessary. You can still enjoy both without, you know, needing to interact with it, but having some knowledge of, because, so basically the reason that I say that, because there's a lot of big changes that are different, but like Louis was in the original story a plantation owner, and like 100 years set before what the show is set at. So like, okay, good change, full change, like that's fine. But the change that I'm most concerned about for Interview with a Vampire is that basically, as the title states, it's an interview with Louis the vampire, and that is used as a framing device for the whole story, right? And Louis is an unreliable narrator. Well, the show, the new show, is in the context of another interview much later. Basically, Louis contacts him and is like, okay, we're gonna, and this is very light spoilers, I'm not like giving anything away. Basically, he's like, I wanna try again. You remember me, right? I'm the vampire. As if he could forget. And then, so they used that original interview as a second kind of framing device. And it gives you lots of clues as to what's going on, and it's very exciting. I'll talk about it at some point. Full spoilers. I'll give you the full spoilers next time, but it was good. It was very good. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and it was very gay, which we love to see. Because the original story, I didn't realize this either. I looked it up. This is probably all stuff that I'll repeat when we do that actual vampire stream. But the original story, Anne Rice wrote it, and then after it was released was surprised that queer people were like, oh wow, this is really gay. She was pleasantly surprised by that, but she did not write it with that intent. I'll go into detail. Yes, exactly. I will go into detail as to why that's really funny next time. But for now, we're gonna leave it on that, on that little note. Cause boy howdy. You know what? Cause I'm reading it again right now. I've seen the GIFs. Oh yeah, the new show is incredibly gay. But I was reading through the book, and like there's certain moments where you have to just kind of look at the camera and go, really, Anne? You didn't notice? You didn't see it? Are you sure? And take another peruse through your book that you just wrote? Because I'll have to make note as I'm reading through, because I'm doing stickies. I'm already doing stickies. I might as well do a sticky for quotes. For gay quotes. I need better post-its, honestly. I only have like so many colors. I need more colors. But that's a later problem. For some reason, I have these hair fringes on 2 layers still. So, let me focus on that for a second here. Yes, so Interview with the Vampire TV series, very good. Movie, very good. Now, yeah, very good. Watch it. There's like no way to watch it though, I don't think. I was looking to see, because you mentioned you were interested in seeing it. I was looking around to see where we could watch it, and there's like, don't know, something like Tubi. I don't know what the hell Tubi is, but it keeps popping up as like, oh yeah, we've got it. Fuck Tubi. I don't know anything about Tubi and I don't want to learn. Okay. Tubi is free TV. Yeah, fuck Tubi. Yeah, free TV. You mean TV with ads. I know what's going on here. I know what's about to happen. I'm gonna have to sit through 30 minutes of like Kleenex commercials and parents use it from time to time. Yeah. Try to sell me on insurance. Fuck that. Fuck having insurance, man. Don't need it. Very hot take. But I need it, yeah. Do you need which flavor of car insurance do you want? Do you want man in car with bandage on face, or do you want the is the lizard car insurance? I don't actually know. The gecko? Sorry. The gecko. My bad. Yes. Okay, perfect. See, do you want the gecko? The scaly? Do you want the he's not a himbo. What's the chaotic? It's the one that's chaotic. Do not. The lady. Very descriptive. Mayhem. Yeah, that's yeah. Wait, what was the okay, there was an ad. Yeah, I know their names. I don't want to actually use them because I don't want to give them any attention. Get fucked. Corporations. Checkmate. Anyway. What's the... Don't look over there. You stop that. What was the... Okay, the ad itself is like 10 years old. Okay? Stick with me. I think it was the same people that do the Flow ads or whatever. But it was like a secret agent lady? Was that insurance? I was a stupid child, so I did not pay attention. I was just like, there's that ad again. And she like breaks into your home. I don't know why. To give you insurance? I don't... not really sure. Unsure, yeah. It was kind of like a play on Carmen Sandiego a little bit, I think. But like, I think she had like pink hair? Maybe? Oh, I don't like any of these. Too much. Much too much. Insurance was a cartoon, right? Yes, thank you. It was insurance. What the fuck was it insurance? Like, okay, I get the other ones. I get like Mayhem's like, oh, it's so cheeky, haha. He get hit by car because he's stupid driver. You know, like I get that whatever. What the fuck was the woman breaking into my house supposed to teach me? Because she wasn't actually breaking into my house. She was like... What was she doing? I don't know. Clearly that marketing campaign failed because I do not remember. Of course, like I said, I was like 8. Also, hi Matt. How's Topaz? She surviving? Not quite thriving? She mad? Yeah. Yeah, I would be mad too. You're right. If you stuck me in a car in a little what would you call that? I don't want to call it a carrier. That's too easy. Prison. If you imprisoned me in a car for 5 hours. Baby jail. Yes, thank you. I would definitely be rioting. Strongly considering shitting in your shoes. Just thinking about it. Just throwing it out there. It's an idea. You should let her know. You should just pass that one on for me. Okay, the fringe. Not too ecstatic about this little bit. Please know they knew. You got new shoes? Hell yeah. You first said baby jail. Oh god. What's this gonna be? Is this an actual story or is this just like an anecdote? Because I may not be ready. There's actually no telling. Tailing. You were legit having a breakdown. Yeah, that checks out. That sounds about right. Do you remember what the breakdown was about? Or just that there was a breakdown? Because that could be anything, you know? Sometimes the muses take me. Not really a story. It was on Starbound. There was some staff that made a box around an area that tripped you. I remember that staff, yeah. And you kept... Did you have it? Because I feel like you've used that on me multiple times. That stupid box jail staff. I did, yeah. You kept using it. Okay, I remember this. You kept using it on me and I was like, could you fuck off? But you wouldn't. As is typical. Stability needs to go down. I need more speed. Yeah, and you kept calling it baby jail for no reason. Hey, listen. That's exactly what it was. I don't know, for no reason. I don't like the implication of that statement. You know why. Because it's fucking awful. It was an awful staff. It was a terrible, terrible staff. So is my mic peaking? I see you. Bitch. Okay. Cat. Yes. Hello. Can I help you? Very schmlipu. Oh, sorry. I'm the schmlipu. Okay. Go get some sleepu. Dude. You earned it. You stayed up so late. I'm so proud. Look at you. Oh, I'm so proud of you. But I'm having fun. Yeah, well. True. Okay, I mean, just here. It's the stream. Just put it on your phone. Get comfy in bed. Get nice and cozy. But not honk should job. But so honk's job. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, just put it on your phone. Put it next to your pillow. Get all nice and cozy. And then when you fall asleep, you fall asleep. C'est la vie. You don't have to be like, oh, good night. Just chill. Just lurk. It's fine. Flinch. What? Okay. Cool. Sure. I'm gonna export. Oh, the fringe. Fringe? Oh, c'est la vie. Yes. Such is life. Yeah. So sweet. I funkif that up. Yeah, you're right. That's okay. We love you still. It's fine. Sometimes you gotta fuck it up. You were very sleepy though. Let me count them. 1, 2. Okay, just 3 mistypes. Not that many. I'm using 1 thumb. Okay, see, perfect. Forgive. No, nothing to forgive. But I will never forget. That's not true. It's always the opposite. Angry as hell. But I won't remember why. That's how I feel with my therapist this week. I won't forgive. Oh, I forgo. That's okay. That also happens. Yes, so the idea I had with the fringe, let me think 2 seconds. Smist. You are struggling and I'm actually here for it. That's fantastic. I want food pics. Oh yeah, true. It's the week for food pics tomorrow. Ooh, missed. Don't be a butt, Matt. OMFG. I just got that thing. I'm helping. Maybe I should just go with it. Maybe I should stop overthinking every fucking thing in my life. That's an idea. That's a crazy idea. Have you considered? Just don't overthink it. Wow, thanks me. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, the highlight. Wait, did I do the highlight? I haven't done the highlight yet. God damn it. No. Good job. Dang. Alex, go bread. Dude, what kind of bread you're gonna have tomorrow? I love the Ted. This is great. I'm having fun. Yeah, what kind of bread you having tomorrow? Everybody's gonna have some bread, right? What kind of bread? Oh, that's gonna be oopsie doo. Okay, there we go. Biscuits. I don't know, rolls and cornbread. Yo, what kind of cornbread though? Anything special about it, or just a nice classic, good old fashioned cornbread? I heard somebody. I guess it's like a regional thing. Never mind. Biscuit, like a southern biscuit, or are you talking about like a different kind of roll? Cause I'm judging. This is important. If it ain't like your buttery, Cracker Barrel, Pillsbury. Alright, I'm judging. Easy. Yeah, you're right though. But also, homemade biscuits suck to make. Yes, but they are infinitely better. Like astronomically. I'm not much of a food snob, but biscuits? They're really good though. Poppin' of plug web. Wait, is that what the second one? See, I got that from the first one. Oh, I figured that one out, but that one meant nothing. That was nonsense. You're doing great. Thank you for the giggles. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm not much of a snob, not much of a food snob. But biscuits though, it makes a huge difference. Like at least like there's gotta be good like store-bought biscuits, right? There has to be. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Pillsbury are not good. Make e bigot. What? Make me biscuits. Oh, okay. Sure. I have made biscuits before. It's been a long time ago. I'll make biscuits. I just can't eat them, but that's fine. Hold on, I'm gonna go bake some tib in my before Honk's job. Yeah, alright. Good luck with that. Let me know how it goes. Just nice little delicate highlights. Do you want the eraser? There you go, you can have it. Anna is here, as she's known to do. Do I want to put any like stronger highlights? Sometimes anime hair has that like squiggly. I never quite figured that one out, I'm not gonna lie. Like the squiggle. I never figured that one out. I love Anna. Cute. I'll let her know. Hey, Alex loves you, people. I don't know if you can hear that, but she beeped. It was a very quiet beep, but it was a beep. Nonetheless. Banana. I am not banning Anna, but you know, at least yet. Maybe someday. I'm sure she will earn a ban like 3 times over before too long. She's a menace. Yep, exactly. Do I want to like try to fade the... That looks very anime, but I don't know if I like it or not. Yeah, I can stay. That's fine. Although I may need to move it. Here, I'm just gonna... do it the old lazy way. Just drag that sucker up. Easy. I refuse to use 2 hands. Good. I like this bit. This is a really good bit. Keep them coming. I'll just clean that up. What did you do? I handed her, she found like a little thing of Smarties and would not leave them alone. What did she do with them? They're not in the chair anymore. She's walked off with them. Autocorrect sometimes gulps me. This is my favorite bit. Thank you. Yeah, you're pretty sick too, Alex. Keep up the good work. We're gonna be playing the new, me and Matt were talking about this earlier. We're gonna be playing the new Pokemon game, fellas? We all gonna get into the Pokemon? Have you considered? I heard it has multiplayer. When it works, yeah. Okay. Phil is. Oh, is he? What does he think about it? I just realized I didn't put any shadows at the top. Oops. Oops. He likes it. Nice. Good. Is he a Pokemon fan by chance? Or is he just kind of like casual, like, yeah, I'll play it? Yeah, oh, see, that's... I don't know if I can trust that then. I don't know, I don't know. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Let me put the... I'll keep doing highlights for now. I'll come back for the shadow. Yeah, the last Pokemon game I played... I know me and Matt literally just talked about this like 30 minutes ago, but I'm gonna do it again. Last Pokemon I played was... X and Y, I think, for the 3DS. So like, I would play another one, but I hear this one's real buggy. So, maybe I'll wait a little bit, you might think. I'd play it if I had people who were interested in it, but I don't... Like... We're all busy playing Monster Hunter or Overwatch right now, I feel like. Needs updates. Yeah. I guess I'll just keep an eye on it over the next month or two, and then maybe we can pick it up. I mean, you have a Switch. You can take that to work. I'm just saying. Monster. Exactly. The old Rise. The old Rise and Shine, Mr. Freeman. There's another thing I need to play, but, you know, I'm gonna pace myself. My mental health has been, rough, buddy. So, I've been taking a break from the stream until it kind of chills the fuck out. I still have a bunch cross. I give up. I still. Let me see if I can translate this one. Hang on. It's gotta be Animal Crossing, right? Hang on. Let me look at my keyboard. Yeah, it's gotta be Animal Crossing. A bunch of crossing? What is ink? I only have. Oh. I still think about Animal Crossing? Ink. Only have Animal Crossing. Yeah, I have several Switch games. Primarily when the console first came out, they had a lot of good good games come out with it. Breath of the Wild is fantastic. Plan on playing that one on stream so you can see it. And Mario Kart is good. I mean, it's a port, but it's really good. Mario Kart 8. I expect them to announce the next one in the nearish future, though, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Odyssey was good. I liked Odyssey. Mario Odyssey. 3D Mario game. I'm a fan of 3D platformers for some reason, specifically Mario ones. It's a curse, but, you know, sometimes it's like that. Do that one again. I like the long strand here, but I gotta get it the angle just right. Beautiful. Perfect. What else is on the Switch that's good? I still only have Animal Crossing. What brought me a toy? Oh, what a sweet little man. I was thinking about maybe trying Luigi's Mansion 3. I have my hesitations, but I could try it. Especially if we can finally finish that on stream too. It would give me a Miku. What a sweet boy. A sweet baby. What else? Splatoon 2 I played, but I don't recommend Splatoon. Unless that's just like your thing. Specifically. And I can't say I recommend it. The learning curve to get in on that game, to me, because the game has very minimal matchmaking, so you just get thrown in with these like god tier players, it feels like, or you did in 2. I don't know how about 3 is. So it was just not fun. Crazy how it does that. Speaking of, I did actually have a decent night with Siege. Splat. This is not Switch though. What else is Switch game? What else is a Switch game? I mean, there's farming games on the Switch. Smile. Teehee. Uh-oh. Yeah. Siege is a monster. But I'm starting to maybe tame it. It hurt you so bad you're starting to like it. Not quite. Not quite. You're not wrong though, but not quite. Because it's more like... So I've been watching videos to try and figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong. Because I didn't grow up with like PvP first-person shooters, right? The only thing I had was Battlefield 1942, and I played that against AI, and AI is stupid. So like, I don't know how actual like, or mostly AI I should say. I don't know how actually PvP shooters work. Mort on butt. Good job, Mort. Keep up the good work. So once I watched a video that said, I don't remember who the video was or anything like that, but the video was like, just do stuff that they will not predict. I was like, oh, I can do that. I can do stupid bullshit, and sometimes it works out. Because, like, my aim is fine. I've played enough Overwatch and stuff, and Apex and whatever by now that it kind of translates. It's okay. But reverse these again. Hang on. But yeah, if you just are unpredictable, pretty much, then, you know, what are they gonna do? So that's pretty fun. That's pretty exciting stuff. Is there any other Switch games that I have heard good things about? Going back to the Switch, I guess. Leave the game mid-match, really confusing. There you go. Rage quit. We had one game. Okay, I'm melting. Time to gonk job. Gonk to job. I'm saving that message. I like that one. That's gonna go in the Discord. I'm gonna save that one. Sweet dreams, Cat and Schmat. Thank you. Good night, and go get some good sleep. And thank you for hanging out. I'm just gonna be hanging out, talking probably to myself. Have a good gonk job. Yeah, good night and goodbye. Is there any other Switch games that I would recommend off the top of my head? I mean, there's a lot of Switch games that I hear good things about. I just haven't played them because I don't want to pay $60. Because that seems like a lot of money for a game that I'm not quite sure that I'm going to enjoy. And some of these, I mean, I guess some of them have demos. Like, I'm not much of a hack and slash person, but I tried the demo for Bayonetta 2, I think. Like, you know, maybe there's something to it. I don't know. Breath of the Wild 2 I'll definitely be playing, which is March something, I believe. I was thinking about, like I said earlier, I was thinking about doing Breath of the Wild on stream. I can't remember the last Switch game I played. Yeah, it was probably Animal Crossing, honestly. Or I got this tiny, it was a very small indie game that I played, and it was basically just organized colors. And I was like, this is nice. And then other than that, not really, no. Yeah, so if I do play and get a chance to play Breath of the Wild on stream, that opens the opportunity, because I can stream it from the Switch, right? I have it on Switch, I can stream it from that. Or Master Mode. No, probably not. No, honestly, probably not. Because, like, isn't Master Mode just like, it's the same game, but just they're beefier? Isn't that basically it? They have more, they just tank more shots? Or is there more to it that I don't know about? Because, like, it's already hard enough to stream a game and not be shit at it. Everything is one rank higher than it should be. Yeah, that just sounds beefier. I think I tried Master Mode, and it was just like, these things just take, like, significantly more hits, and that's the game. That's Master Mode. Maybe I'm misremembering. Start is by far the hardest part. Okay, maybe that was my problem then. Okay, I need to just combine these layers. It's driving me nuts. So we're doing the old... Uh-oh, wait. Problem. Already. Okay, so if I grab here... Hang on. I'm using the brain. It's chugging. I need to combine these layers. But if I combine these layers... Okay, I think I can do this. I'm working on it. No, that's wrong. Okay, so if I combine them now. Okay. Alright, not a disaster so far. This is set to overlay. It'll keep that. Okay. Let me delete that. Looks okay so far. And these need to be maxed out and combined. Okay. Yes. Focus my brain. Once you get a decent weapon or two, you're good. Okay. Salty, yes. Pretty salty. Oh. Oops. Yeah, if I hit my num keys, I start swapping different avatars. Oop. Yeah, fucking angry, dude. I'm fucking pissed. Okay. Yes, so if I, brain thought, if I want to stream it, there is a way to mod Breath of the Wild. So we can play it with any sorts of funky things we want to play with that are out there. So it's an idea. Yes, Anna. You are here too. Very sweet. Yeah, keep up the good work. I've seen mods that change Link's model out for a different one. I've seen mods that retexture stuff. I don't know, I'd have to look. I have to look and see. I do want to give Alex a mostly authentic experience with the game, because I don't imagine her playing it herself. But, you know, it's one of those, you need to see it. You just need to see it. You just do. Hi, sweetie. She's got a rubber face on my pen real quick. Give her a second. She's busy. She's, yes, quiet. Yeah, keep up the good work, Anna. Does my pen smell like you now? Sufficiently? Do you smell like my pen? Okay. Good job, baby. Get it. Yeah. Back again already, I see. Okay. Alright, come here. No, come here. Into the co-captain's chair. Please don't rip my headphones up. Okay. No. Now. No. Good girl. She's learning not to come up here on my my desk as much, but it's a long, long battle. I don't even know what I would recommend for the Switch specifically to Alex. Like, just get a Stream Deck. Go play the Smims. I mean, okay, wait. Can you, by default, you'll have to answer this for me, by default, install the Origin client on the Steam Deck and play Origin games? Can you do that? I know you can get Windows on the Steam Deck, but do you have to do that? Or can you do it by default? I know technically Sims games are on Steam, but that's a whole other nut to crack, right? A whole other, what is it, $3,000? I don't remember. If they have it for Linux, yes. Knowing EA, they probably don't. I will have to check up on that after stream. I'm still here for that idea. I think it would be a good idea. But I also don't want to peer pressure too much. Just a little bit as a treat. Just for funsies, you know? Just a little. Okay, how does this look with the fringe? I don't know if I like... I like having it over nothing at all. So I guess I'll keep it. Begrudgingly. There we go. I Feels too busy. Something is too busy over here. I haven't messed much with the Steam Deck. I did like, he brought Skyrim once. I personally have like no real use for a Steam Deck though, because I don't like go anywhere. And it's only like once in a blue moon that I'm ever like, I would like to play a game in bed. And even then, I still got my like, I still got my phone. I'll just putz around on my phone. I was thinking about trying the Steam Link stuff. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. I hear that it's functional. Wow, glowing review. I think I have an app on my TV as well to use it, but probably play it this weekend. Yeah. Yeah. What are you thinking about playing? Do more, knock out some more Satisfactory or something? You're welcome to do that solo. You know, as you do. I'm overthinking this again. I can feel it. Oh, The Witness. That's right. You were working on that. Yeah, good luck with that. I would be happy to help you when you get back. I say. I will bitch about it though. Happy is a strong word, maybe. Wahoo. Oops. I saw something. Oh, I sent you something. It was like The Watchers or something like that. It was like a parody of The Witness. We need to play that together. Because that sounds, I want to make fun of The Witness. Fuck The Witness. Most miserable, fun hangout game with my friend of my life. Even more so than Siege, I would say. Well, no, okay, I'll give it to Siege because I actively have to play Siege. At least with The Witness, I can just be like, I don't know, and you still want to play it, so you'll just take over. The Looker, that's what it was, yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to do that with you. Because that looks like a silly fun time. I want to make fun of The Witness. Beating The Witness is a struggle. 100% is horrendous. Yep. Yep, pretty much. Like, beating The Witness is... What's the adjective I want to use here? It's rough. It's a rough time. Like, you have to persevere. You will be tested on that journey. 100%ing is like... hell. It's akin to hell. That's what it feels like to me, at least. Now, maybe that's a little dramatic, but that's where I'm at right now. I think what I can do here, I'll look at this for a second. I'm gonna put this on a different layer. And I'm just gonna color it in right through here. Because I think if I make it just a little bit smaller than the hair fringe, it will create a nice shadowy effect. Getting to the point, the really annoying point. Yeah. I mean, it was probably mostly already there, but the extra annoying part. I'm using the wrong pen. Can you believe this shit? Amateur hour. Okay. Yeah, like it was rough when I was messing with it before. I can't imagine when you get down to like the last 5 to 10%. That's gotta be just miserable. Like, how do you know? Oh yeah, the fountains, I guess. I feel like it's like, how do you really know you're done, you know? How do you really know that you're done? Because I feel like the fountains are gonna lie to me. I don't know, I just get that vibe. I don't trust them. Map is all you have, and it's cryptic. Exactly, it's cryptic as fuck. So like, I'll do it until I finish or give up. Yeah, what'll probably end up doing. Why is that? What? Oh, I know why. Okay. What'll probably end up doing is when you get close. Why does it look like that? Hang on. I gotta focus for 2 seconds. When you get close to finishing it, I'll probably just pop on over to a walkthrough and be like, okay, when do you know that you're really, really done though? Like when can I be sure? And I'll just like filter the spoilers so I don't drop too much info. I don't think any of this matters. I think I'm overthinking this part too. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. Game does have one more hidden achievement. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go look. Do you want me to not tell you? Because I cannot tell you. Hidden achievement. I want to know. And it will just be a yes or a no. It'll be like a yes, it is 100%, or no, it is not. No, bitch. Show me the hidden achievement. If that's not it, I don't want to know. Yes, okay. That's what I figured. Okay, it's giving me trophies. What do you think I am? A filthy PlayStation player? I don't know what PlayStation actually has. Is it Xbox that has trophies? I'm looking. Thinking no. PS is trophy. What's that Xbox got? Fuckboy points? I'm sorry. I've only ever known like active Xbox fans. Personally, in my personal experience, I've only ever known them to be fuckboys. The ones that refuse to buy PlayStations or play on PCs. Just saying. I've known a couple of people in my life. A couple. Okay, it looks like no. But I'm trying to figure out what the hell the actual achievement is. Okay. No spoilers, so just give me like 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, the achievement is not 100%, but you may get it through 100%ing it. So, we'll see. Okay. I have no idea. There's like so little information. Cool. Nobody's played The Witness. This is not news to me. Teehee. Try like a ton of people. They're gonna come out of the woodwork and be like, actually, The Witness is my favorite game. And I'll be like, you know what? You got me there. I'm so sorry for that penance that you've put on yourself, but you know, sounds like a you problem. I'm trying to figure out what my actual beef with The Witness is, because I like puzzle games. I enjoy puzzle games, but I like it. I don't know what kind of person would list it as their favorite. Yeah, I would be worried about them. But like, I like puzzle games, but I think there's a point where Puzzle games start to feel kind of like, I don't want to call it mean-spirited, but just like brutality to them, where it's just like, I'm not having fun anymore. This is not a puzzle I feel like I can actually solve. It's just like frustrating. Like that's it. I guess I don't feel like I always know the rules to the puzzles in The Witness, and that to me feels punishing. It's relentless. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it just feels like some of the puzzles are like, figure it out, fucker, and I don't like that. It's like with Baba as well, where it's like, I understand it's like a word puzzle, and that's cute, and some of them are fun, but there's a point where they start to twist the rules, and they do not teach me. Every other game teaches you the rules of the encounter you're about to have. I do not feel like The Witness tries to teach me. I feel like they just want me to smirk it, sit there on the side and smirk at me and being like, haha, have you figured it out yet? To which I go, no. And they're like, teehee. I don't like that. I do not have fun with that. Teach me the rules of the encounter, coward. Oh, am I doing the wrong? No, it's okay. Oops. Actually, yes, I did do the wrong thing. But it is not hardly noticeable. If I don't even tell you what it is, then you won't even notice. Smile. It never even happened. Nobody needs to know. Just me. Just I will know, and I will be very disappointed with myself. But that's okay. That's nothing new. Right. What else is on my... I don't know if I've even... When's the last time I played a puzzle game? That wasn't like co-op puzzle game. Quote unquote co-op. I just sit there and go, you're doing great, sweaty, and I'll solve like every 10th puzzle with you, and then yeah, co-op. T. Last puzzle game I played. I guess, well, I mean, technically it was co-op, but I was in control. I guess the last one I played was that Dracula game we played together with Joe. I controlled that one. Teehee. That was fun. I like that one. I want to replay it for Alex. I think it was sufficiently goofy enough. And, I mean, and in fairness, it's a point and click, so like, you know, how much of that is a puzzle and how much of that is just click around until you find the thing. Make this smaller. Or like the other half of that game was puzzles in that it was got a spam click exactly. Or alternatively, the other aspect of that puzzle to get items was a what do they call those things? Seekers? That's not it. Find and seek book. Find the things. You have to just find the things, basically. So Where's Waldo, but for stupid shit. Like, chains, and, bats, and, vampire things. I Spy, thank you. Wonder how they feel about that. I guess it's not used enough. Because there's that whole thing where if a word becomes if a word becomes common use. So the example that I always give is Kleenex, right? If Kleenex becomes the word that people use for the product, for every product, then it becomes public domain. Teehee. Like, I'm gonna Google it. Is Google public domain now? Probably not. I bet they pay a lot of money so that it's not. Helping Kitchen? Okay, good luck. You got this, champ. Thanks for hanging out. Hi, Beeper. Hi, people. Tink. Good stream. Thank you. It's bullying me into working on this, so it's effective so far. Here I am. Still working on it. Okay, good luck though. Good luck, good vibe. Hi, Beeper. Oh man. Yeah, Interview with the Vampire was so good. I can't wait to talk more about it. I want to probably wait a little while until I can do some more reading because okay, that's a big spoiler. Let me think about this before I speak. Let me use the old brain noggin on this one. There is a character that appears that I am not as familiar with because I only read the first 2 books and they appear in those, but I want to know more about them before I get into the spoiler heavy stuff because it will be a lot of, because the first season was 7 episodes, right? And there is going to be a second season. There's it's like the universe, the Vampire Chronicles universe is what they're going to be doing, right? So we are going to get more, and I want to be able to sufficiently speculate on where the story is going based on my own research. And that means I'm going to have to read at least 3 or 4 books, I think. Maybe 5 to 6, which I probably should just jump right in and talk about what I know now and have that be a separate thing. But I'm kind of extra, if you haven't figured that out about this, about vampires. Kind of my thing. So I feel like I should do more legwork. Probably should just do it. Like, I still want to talk about Morbius because I did watch that, and boy was it a mess. Very, very messy. So I still want to talk about those things, but I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to go back to it because I didn't get to talk about it too much. And I previously I connected Vampire Survivor streams that I would do with vampire chats, so we would use that as an excuse to talk about vampires. But I think I'm going to discontinue those. I think I'm going to stop those for now. I might do one more just because we did get the 1.0 official release update that I have not played on stream yet. But once I have that done, I may shelve it for now. Primarily because I don't think it's particularly fun to watch, which is fine. Those end up being more podcasty anyway. But it's also hard to stream it. It doesn't really matter what your upload rate is. I stream at the recommended Twitch, I think, maximum that you can do, bitrate, and it still looks choppy as hell, and it looks like garbage to me on stream, and it does not look like that when I'm playing it. So I may put a pin in that, and like I said, we can do Animal Crossing instead, and that way, you know, I was looking for a way to talk about whatever media I wanted to, so we could do Animal Crossing for that, and then I can, you know, it's fair game at that point. I can talk about whatever I want to, or Find something else. We can always find something else too. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to ideas. The original idea was going to be modded Sims, but I could never get the modded Sims to work. Because what I wanted, you know, what would be perfect for this though. I was just talking about this with Alex the other day. Give me the Tamagotchi life, but on the Switch, please. Let me be gay, please. And then I will shill so hard if they would give me a Tamagotchi life. Just I beg of you. Beg of you, please. I gotta hydrate. Because that to me would be the perfect fuck around and talk about things stream. Right? The perfect podcast stream. Because the way the Tamagotchi works is like, you make the me of your little person, you put them in the house with everybody else, and then shenanigans happen on their own. This is exactly what I wanted to do with The Sims 4, and it just would not, refused to work. Like, there was just not enough modding for any of the Sims. I could not find a single Sims mod for all of the versions that would do what I wanted it to do. Where it was like an upgraded free will modding kind of thing. I like the. I'm gonna ease the shadows off here just a little bit. I like the way that looks. Maybe not quite so much. Okay, I'm gonna do it the other side. So, Nintendo, please. Tamagotchi life. Even just a, like, mostly port. Like a port that's been just slightly modified to include a couple features like gay marriage and shit. Or like, hell, I'm not particularly picky. Give us the friendship ceremonies. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I can live with that. I don't think, so basically, for I'm trying to remember, for the run of the 3DS, oh, sorry for the ping. For the run of the 3DS Story of Season games, instead of having characters just be gay, they had, friendship ceremonies is what they called them. And, it's basically the equivalency of, you know, getting gay married, but, I gotta think about two things at once. But the dialogue was slightly swapped. Like, that was basically the difference. And apparently that's a thing that people did, and I guess still do in Japan? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know enough about it. But finally, in the past, since the PC release, I don't think it was before that, since the PC release of Story of Seasons Friendship of Mineral Town, and the Switch release, the translated version is now just straight up like wife-husband. They finally localized it so that it has gay marriage. It's still the same functional thing. I'm sure it's probably in some respects still a friendship ceremony in some of them in Japan, but that would require further research. I will get back to you on that one. Let me see. Pull up HONK. Let's update the fringe, baby. Okay, so it's hair long. I think it got deleted. Let me just... Hair fringe. Okay, so I named them all hair something. Okay. I changed my naming convention for every single one of these, so I have to go back through. Let's do hair middle. Okay. And I want to do one thing before we refresh Honk. Just one more thing, which is to split. I think this will work. I'm not certain. I think it will work. I'm going to split the shadow on the hair. But let me find it first. Is it under head? Maybe? Yeah, there it is. We're gonna make the hair opaque so I can see what I'm doing. And we're gonna go in here and we're just gonna split. How would this be easy to do? Probably be easiest to do this by just control clicking, not fringe, nope, middle hair. And what I will do, it didn't grab. Why did it not grab? What is it? What? What is it grabbing? Here we go. Do it manually then. Just make that a little bit thicker. We will just, nope. We will just go down to our shadow and separate them. And then we will hide middle hair and pull up fringe again, make that opaque so we can see what we're doing. I think if I just select fringe, it's doing it again. Okay. Then I can just color in, question mark, maybe? Let's see. I'm just gonna, oop, excuse you, hello. Oh, I've got it set to erase. Oops. Why is that a different? Is that a different color? What's going on there? Hang on, let me hide the hair for a second. Oh, it's like, oh, it got it. Oh, I probably, yeah, I probably erased it. That's my bad. So we'll just do it this way. Oh, let me, not, hoard in on the little hairpiece bits there. We have a different layer for those. And then I can grab, where's head? Head? Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. I'm getting confused. Hide that first. Then grab head. Okay. We're getting there slowly but surely. And then, ta-da! Beautiful. Probably clean it up while I'm here. Hopefully I will only have to do this once. Oh no, what are you doing? It's like she's trying to open the window or something. Wild. She does not know how to open doors yet, other than like if they're cracked. But I feel like she could pretty easily learn. She's persistent. I won't say she's the smartest cat, but she's persistent. She will figure it out if you give her enough time. Okay, this needs to be exported. Let's go with that one. Okay. And let's remove color. Okay. What else has been going on? That's like a majority, most part I've just been like dealing with mental health stuff. So like once my brain relaxes some more, I can do basically whatever. The world is my oyster. I did finish a commission or two, which is nice. We love to see it. I'm probably going to get, I've been needing to upgrade my graphics card for a while. I'm thinking now that the prices are a little bit more reasonable, thinking about doing that. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I've got like NAT memory, so there's no telling. Is that okay? I see what's going on here. So the middle hair here, we need to be able to see that. And we'll hide the fringe. I think I want to just grab middle hair. Oops. And then just delete the excess. I don't think I need it or anything. Let's try that. We'll start there. Let's hide the head again. Hide the hair and export. This may not work, but that's why we do this. It's just that's what 90% of honk stuff is, just tweak it and tweak it and tweak it until it works. And I would imagine that's just kind of any PNG tuber or VTuber thing. Because I did live 2D stuff. I know what it's like, and it's a lot. That's the word I'm gonna use. It's a lot. But it is mostly just tweaking. Going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I'd be willing to do some 2D live on stream. I'd have to relearn bits of it, but also this is creepy. I'm gonna bring Miku back. It's creeping me out. Not a fan. Middle hair and fringe. Okay, it's not so bad. That's not as terrifying. I'll take it. Okay, let me move my files in and then we'll restart. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters which one is first on the hair shadow. I think the middle one would be better, so I'm gonna go with the middle one for now and see how it does. Alrighty. Restart it. This is a great opportunity to take a stretch or a drink break. So I'm gonna do just that. Oh. I should probably eat soon as well. What time is it? Oh my god. Wait, how long have I been streaming for? Not that long, right? Yeah, just like 2 hours. Why am I so hungry? The heck? Why is my hand floating? Oh, it's just zoomed in, that's why. No. The other honk is just creepy. Where did her pupils go? Uh-oh. So earlier, I hit the back button while I was in the folder. I'm thinking it might have also deleted her pupils. Oopsie daisy. That's my B. Creepy. Let's go ahead and fix that before we continue. Okay. The fringe is missing its outline for some reason. Oh, there it is. Okay. Can I just collapse this in? Yeah, I can. Okay. Ooh, good. Alright, I'll just connect those again. Beautiful. Alright, hang on. Hang on, I see you. Any other problem spots want to make yourself known while I'm sitting here? Okay. Pupils. The pupils should be the same. Pupil. I don't need the whites. Where is the white? Here it is. Okay. And Leop. Desktop. Pupil. Go ahead and fix that. Oh, you can't even see it. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Miku does not have any eyes. It's very creepy. It's not a good look. Is it? I think I named it pupils before. If I just name it the same thing, maybe it will remember? Hopefully. Yeah, let me bring the background back. Just eyes lurking in the back, that's fine. Restart. And another stretch break. Oh boy. It's good for you. As painful as it may sound. Okay. I got a Tamagotchi Smart on the way. That's pretty exciting stuff. I've been messing with the pics for a little while. Had one. I got it on sale not too long ago. Go ahead and bring Miku back up. She ain't got no pupils still, but I gotta it did not remember the pupils. We'll just have to redo it. Yeah, but the ordered a Smart and it's on its way. Spooky. It's like those paintings that look like they're following you when you move around. Except it's Miku. And she actually is following you. You know. So. Don't look behind you. Whatever you do. Too much. Much too much. Pupil. A little bit less. Okay. That'll do. Alright. So we fixed the hair. Hair fringe. That's what we were doing. The shadow. And we got the hair highlights. They look good to go. I'm gonna do the shadow in the middle. And I think to do this, we're gonna have to get it on whatever the same layer is on the fringe shadow. Which layer is this? Layer 3. Alright. Let's throw that on. Oops. Throw that on layer 3. Add the old look box here. Okay. And it will, like I said earlier, it will lag behind. That's okay. We'll just restart it once I get it settled a little closer to where I want it to be. Do I want... That is the classic question with this shadow that I've been going back and forth on is the light dead center? Or is it off to the side on both sides? Right now they're inversed. Let's make... They're not... Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Undo. Hair shadow. To decrease. Is that what I want? It's not showing up at all. Hair shadow. There we go. It may make more sense, yeah, to have it 2 lights off to the side. That may make more... Which begs the question is, where does the middle shadow go? It's just more subtle, I guess. Same direction, it's just more subtle. Let's make that a little bit, tiny bit less. Nope, that's not the right direction. We'll get there. Yeah, that just doesn't quite look right. I can't quite put my finger on it. Here, I'll make it bigger. Cannot quite put my finger on it. My music, it stopped like ages ago. I was just hanging out, having a good time. I knew something was weird. I knew something was going on. Loop. Shuffle. And loop. Okay. There we go. What do I want from this? I don't know. I'm confused. That's not bad. I think I'm gonna have to look at that one with fresh eyes later though. Because I'm just not... Here, I'll do a calibrate on the eyes as well. That can sometimes mess with me. I like it better. That's what's important. Alright. The hair in the back. That's right. Okay. Keep chipping away at it here. Pull up this part here. So when Miku looks down, there's that little extra bit to hide the end of the ponytail and to add some depth. So we need to put our shadow on that. I'm also seeing a problem with one of the sides. I think it's this line here. I feel like this line needs to be turned in a bit more. A subtle change, but it may be an important one. Maybe. Might be. Let's go ahead and throw some layers on this bad boy. I think what I might do for this one too is I will forego the overlay layers because I know I want these colors. I'm happy with these colors. And I will just paint it. Just paint it right on. So this is going to be the back of the head. I need to keep that in mind. So the shadows are going to probably be a little more prominent on the edges, I think. I think. Let's see. Maybe I should do the other shadow first. I feel like I should do the calmer shadow here before I dive right into that. There we go. This is supposed to be hair too. I don't want to make it look too thick and plasticky. I can always go back for that though. Not a big deal. And since the lights are in the front, we're going to have a little bit more emphasis here on the back of the hair being shadowed. Just a bit. Hopefully it will make an important difference. Okay. I would love, there's that it's not exactly a trend. I guess it's a trend that comes in and out. But seeing people do redraws of old art and recreating their old art and stuff, I would love to do that, but I have not ever made something that I was like, yeah, I want to go back to that. I don't know. I gotta look through my stuff. Because I would like to do that someday. Like, that would be pretty cool. Just see, because I'm better than I used to be. I think the oldest art I have access to is like 2015 maybe? And that's not including like stuff I did on paper in high school. You know, there's no telling what I got access to for that. There's absolutely no idea how old some of that stuff is. Because I would have graduated in 2013. So some of that could very easily be from like, I don't know, 2008 maybe. Ugh. That stuff I really don't want to go back to. No thank you. There's One Piece, I guess. One Piece. One Piece is real. That I did. I guess I would credit it as like the start of my digital art journey. Because I was doing some digital art before that point, but that was really when I started getting serious about art and wanting to like pursue it. And that would have been not that long ago, but it's rough. It's one of the first things I posted. It was posted on my now deleted Instagram, because fuck Instagram. I don't like it. It does not flatter art, in my opinion, even though it's built to post photography and art, question mark. I don't know. I don't like it. I think what ended up happening with that though is it like my account got fucked up and it was just really annoying to try and figure it out. So I was like, well, fuck it. Burn it to the ground. Nobody needs to see this anyway. So deleted it. But yeah, I guess I would credit that as like the first piece that I made before I like really started getting serious about it and really wanting to improve. So I can redo that one. It is Animal Crossing related, and since, you know, New Horizons came out and all that stuff, it would not be out of nowhere. Of course, do you really need a reason to make Animal Crossing art? I personally don't think so. Animal Crossing is timeless. I think it was my character at the time and Marshall. And it was, oof, boy, it's rough. Maybe I'll go back and do that one. Most of my stuff is just concept art that I did for like character designs and stuff, because that's what I was really into for a long time. And still into. I still have fun with it, but which is probably why I do pngtuber honk stuff now. Because I get to design characters and make them talk and move. And I don't even have to animate. Fuck that. Not much work animation is. Oh my god. I've done a little bit. And it's fun in small doses. I say complete hats off to anybody that is an animator, because that shit is exhausting. Any kind of animation, honestly, just any of it. 3D, 2D, parodies. Exhausting. I did one of those draw the artists as well at one point, but I will not be doing that again. So, you know, don't hold your breath for that. That was a while ago too. That was before I knew more what I wanted to do though. And I would even say too that I don't really have an avatar. Like, I don't consider my little art dude here in the bottom to be an avatar. I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. Technically, I am just wrong. But like, I could change it at any moment, and whatever. I mean, it's designed specifically to be just like the most generic emoji person ever. That's kind of the point. That's why I designed it that way, because I wanted it to be not an avatar. The most not an avatar that you could muster. So. Is this from Wind Waker? It is. I like this. I like Wind Waker. I should go back and play that at some point. That's a really, really good one. I haven't played all of the Zeldas. I've played maybe... Well, if you include the 2D ones, maybe 10%? I don't know, not many. But Wind Waker is really good. I'm gonna hide an M in the Miku hair. For Miku. If anybody deserves an M in their hair. Not Mickey. No, no. Miku. I still haven't decided if I want to give this avatar away for free or not, because I can't sell it, right? Because Miku is copyright. And it could be a nice teaching tool. Or alternatively, I can use it as a base to sell like a... If anybody would want to like buy a custom Honk avatar, use it as my base for that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Still thinking about it. I don't even know if I really want to get into commissions too much with it. If I had like a base to go off of, a general like, this is what you can do. Like that's what all the, if you look online, that's what all the like 2D live people have. Like this is what I'm capable of making with this specific thing. Here's your offer. I've done a lot of, most of my gigs have been like, I don't call them gigs. Most of my commissions have been basically like word of mouth commissions. And if you don't have like a set art style, like I don't, then, you know, I am like, well, I can do stuff. What do you like? You know, and that's exhausting. I don't recommend it. Don't go into it being like, what do you want from this exchange? Like exclusively. You have to set your own like comfort zone, set your own boundaries with it. And I'm not very good at that. I'm just like, hey, whatever. I'll try anything. I'll try making anything, sure. Let's do it. Don't work like that. Just don't. So like, yeah, if I had like templates pretty much, then yeah, I'd do custom avatars, sure. Custom pngtubers. Especially because I have a lot of fun with honks specifically. I have a lot of fun with. But hey, if somebody wants to pay for my live 2D subscription, you know, I won't complain. I'd learn live 2D, sure. Learn it more, I guess. I mean, it's been long enough. I probably have to just completely relearn everything. Not from the ground up, but mostly. Live 2D is so cool though. Like, I cannot gush about Live 2D enough. It's so fucking cool. In fact, if I get access to another free trial of it, or if I can buy a month of it, I guess. Just so we can show it off and have fun with it on stream, because it's so fucking cool. Let me export. Oh, you couldn't. Oops. You could not see what I was doing. I just now realized. I'm gonna make Miku small only to make her big again. This is what I was working on. My bad. The hair back piece. Putting highlights and shadows. That's it. Nothing too exciting. You didn't miss much. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and update that one since we updated the rest of the avatar. It also means I could take another stretch break. Could never have too many stretch breaks. Why is that lowercase? I might have to, you know, I could probably change the name of those. I just have to go into the character file and rename them there as well. I could probably do that. I'll try that later. Figure it out. Restart. It's loading. Time to get a drink. Think about your life choices. Ugh. Yeah, therapy got me. Thinking about my life choices. Therapy got me fucked up this week, man. It was all. Ooh, shit, yeah. Ugh. Okay. It was all my own. It's my own fault. I'm not gonna lie. I do that, but this time for realsies. Because I didn't explain myself very well, I think, to my therapist, and that is on me. But also, she could have, you know, listened a little bit better. I don't know. Just an idea. I don't want to be too petty about it, but therapy got me fucked up this week. I was mad. The eyes need to go lower. Here's dead center. Oh, you can't see. Shit. I always do this. I need to look over more. There we go. Yeah, did the pupils need to go lower? Here's dead center. Maybe just like a hair lower, maybe. You know, they're probably good. I'm overthinking that one. So yeah, the back hair, beautiful. Love to see it. What else did I want to do? I should probably add a shadow on the squares in the back. Let's make move here. You know, I'll move. Well, you can't see the. Okay, she lurking. Let me pull up. What were we doing? Squares. Yeah, I remembered. We're doing it. Squares. Oh, there's already a shadow. Well, the shadow needs to be more obvious because it's not strong enough. Can you even see the bottom? I don't think you can see the bottom shadow, no. I'm thinking... make it more filled in, clean it up a little bit, step one, and maybe because it's gonna move. Yeah, maybe overlay is not the right choice here. Oh my god, why is my... Oh, shit. Oh, that was scary. I looked up at the stream and I was horrifying. Okay. Maybe... overlay is not what I want. That's not the one I want. Why can't... Oh, shit. I have to use actual num keys? Or not num keys? Oh. Ooh, I hate that. That was the one thing I was like terrible. I aced in middle school. We had typing class, right? I aced the hell out of that class. I was so fast. I was playing WoW by that point already, right? So I was talking to these fucking 40-year-olds through their divorces and stuff at the age of 10, right? So like, I'm already a champ. I'm already a pro at typing by that point. We had typing class. I would breeze through everything except for the numbers. I have never in my life been able to do the numbers. So I just use the num key. The numpad's right there. Numpad's easy. Numpad makes sense. The stupid buttons above the letters, none of that makes sense. And I think we should throw the whole thing out. I'm gonna petition that. Petition to throw out all of the number keys above the text on a keyboard. Because I think it's bullshit. It's made up. This is when you chime in and go, it's all made up, honey. It's all bullshit. That's the secret. And I go, yeah. I'll go learn my Dvorak now. Yes, ma'am. That could be me, though. I could be typing at like 160 fucking words per minute. That could be me. Fuck. But I'm playing. God damn it. Can you even see? You can't see any of the shadow. I'm just gonna make it bigger and see if it looks better. This has never backfired on me before. Especially not in this stream already once. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Avert your eyes for a moment. It's gonna be very bright. Okay, it's back. We're good. Crisis averted. So I'm just gonna put, I have a folder here just called old. Just gonna put the old one in there. And I'm gonna name this one squares. Beautiful. Love to see it. Alright, what else do we need to do? Fix shoulders. Okay, thank you, to-do list. I would never remember these things. My love, my sweet. Okay. So, the shoulders have a problem. And that is that they, when you move left and right, they do not connect. And is this one, this is probably most likely one big long line? Yes, it is. So, to fix this, we are going to need, first of all, our handy dandy ruler. Let me just drag that down. To body. Yeah, okay. And we're just gonna do this once. Hopefully. If everything goes according to plan. Actually, no, I'm just gonna have to redo that line, I think. Bummer. At least part of the line. I think I can salvage some of it. Maybe I should look at a reference. I should look at a reference. I'm already second guessing myself. Hang on. No. Why are you searching that? Shoulder. No. Anime anatomy? Question mark? Somebody give me reference that I can use. Nope, none of these are good. Thank you. Okay, this one will work, I think. If I can, okay. Come on now. What about just maybe just regular anatomy, and then I'll just translate it. Can I have like an actual picture of a human? Why are these all 3D renders? What the fuck? Art reference. Oh my god, this is picture. I don't have safe search on, do I? Yeah, it's off. Where's the picture of nude people so I can see anatomy? Oh, wait, that's a 3D render. The fuck? That's a sculpture. It's not even a person. Okay, here's a person. They're not even nude. Perfect. Best of all of the worlds? Question mark. I don't know. They got buff shoulders though. I'm here for it. Just hold your shoulders normal. Why you holding them like that? Ugh. Let me find a different one. Why is it so hard to find? Maybe I should search like a pose. I'm gonna need reference on this one. And photograph. Oh my god, that's buff. That's buff as hell. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen a lady's back look that, because it's not like muscly. I've seen muscly backs on ladies, but just like low body fat percentage muscle. Holy shit. Okay, anyway. Oh, that distracted me. Ooh, maybe this one will work. You're pretty far away, but I think I can see your shoulders. Okay, this line could work then. All of that just to be like, it's okay then. Never mind. It's not bad. Alright. So we can just come up, I think. Ooh, that's too thick a line though. I think what I'll just do. Maybe that? Let's see what it looks like with the shirt on. Now, if the shirt comes down at all, because that might be a problem. Because if I look down, the shirt goes down. Oh yeah, I was gonna do, wait, I had an idea for this. Wait, hang on. I had a whole fucking idea for this. And it was gonna be, because the shirt already clips on the shoulders. You can see the shoulder, the shoulders already come down below the shirt. So what I was gonna do is gonna take the arms and I was gonna create a thinner, very thin tank top. Let me get the line just right. I think that'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Maybe. I have to go in further, I think. Like right in here, maybe? Whoa, blah, blah, blah. Let me use my brain. Like that, maybe? Maybe? Okay, we're gonna try it. I'm just gonna live on a prayer for this one. And we're gonna hide the shirt. And I'm going to create a layer so that we can put shirt color underneath. Actually, there's not a shadow on the shirt yet, so just use shirt color. We'll come in later. Wait, is the shirt, wait, the collar's connected to the arms? Hang on a second, no it's not. Yeah, I was gonna say, hang on, what's going on here? There's no fucking way. None. Not a one. Not a chance. Alright. Connect that. Clean it up just a little bit. I think this will work. Let's find out. File export. Wait. Background. Close your eyes. Shield your eyes. Children, you don't want to see this. Too bright. Arms. And okay, you're good. Alright, let's see if this works. Wait, I got the oops. Oops. I got the hair in the shot. Still. Okay. Now, shield your eyes again. I'm gonna export. Desktop. Arms with 2 S's, so I don't have to hear the boo-doo-boo-doo. Beautiful. Alright, you're good. You're back. Where are the arms? There. I'm just gonna throw that one in old as well. I'm not gonna reuse them, but I might as well keep them. I don't know. Okay, restart Miku. I'm also gonna take this opportunity to, like, go get a snack, maybe? Maybe. You can see, I don't even know if I've showed off on stream my new BRB screen. It'll only be like a minute, so I'll be right back. Enjoy Bob. I'm back. So we were working on the shoulders. I don't think it quite works because when I look down, it's a little messed up. What I could do, and the easiest solution to this, is to probably just put a second shirt layer. Well, but then it would go... I'm trying to think how that would work. Because if I had a second shirt layer behind my front shirt to cover that bit there, right? And I set it to be just a little bit less motion, it would also be less on the sides. Which isn't a total deal breaker. But I don't think it'll quite do what I want it to do. But we can try it. Maybe I'll be surprised. I don't know. I have my doubts. Thankfully, because the way that we did that, it's really easy to just put these in their own folder. Ta-da! Oh, wait. Hang on. I gotta separate. Wait. Hang on. These two. Okay. And then I want... This is such a good song. Such a good remix. Oh my god. I did swap over, yeah. Okay. I guess I'll take this and this, and I'll just copy it so that I can... Yeah, I'm gonna need to... Maybe it'll work this way. Maybe. I'm willing to try. Oops. Oh yeah, the ruler's still active. Hang on. Let me get real precise. Okay. I also want to swap these lines out for a curving inward line instead. Now, do I need to shift... what? Do I need to shift the... Ooh, nope. No. Okay, wait, hang on. My pin sensitivity is busted. There we go. Okay. If I'm gonna do my own layer here, I might as well just do it more, right? Give that shirt a little thickness to it. Okay, I might regret it, whatever, we'll see. This is why we test and test and test. Clean up the shirt color line. There we go. Oh. Okay, phone, relax. There we go. And fill it in. I think I need to go over here and yeah, fix the skin here as well while I'm in the neighborhood. There we go. Alright, should be good. Let's go ahead and re-export our arms first because we will need new arms. Wait, background, shield your eyes. Very bright. Oh yeah, Miku's still big. Whoops. Alright, you got the gist of what I was working on. Arms. And... Short. PNG. Desktop. Shirt. Back. We're just gonna call it that. I'll rename it here in a second. Bringing the background back. Okay. Alrighty. So, arms is the first step. Yep, it's already named correctly. Beautiful. Now, where is shirt? It's called base. Okay. I'll call it base. No, shirt BG. I'll just call it shirt BG. That's fine. I know what it means, sort of. Kind of. Maybe. There's some pupils on my desktop. Did I just not... Oh, maybe I just didn't drag them in. There's some eyebrows on my desktop as well. Oops. Oopsie doodle. Alright. Cool, cool. We gotta restart Miku. See how she looks. That is the, I don't even dislike restarting Honk. I'm not gonna lie, because it's a nice little break. Oh my god, I'm so big. Oh, oh my god. I tower over you, mere mortals. Just thinking about... Oh, wait, hang on. I got something for this. I need to... Okay, that one will do. Yeah! I'm in charge. I need to set up more emote. There we go. Sorry for the badooms. Those are me. More emote. What are they called? Oh yeah, they're just called emotes. Okay. More emotes. Different little expressions and things. I never got around to doing that. I think it's because I still want to tweak the current avatar I've been using. But pngtuber. No, honk. Honk. Okay, honk. There we go. Alright. Shirt. That's what we're working on. Okay. Well, the shoulders are better. Shoulders are fixed. Let's see if we can get that shirt in here and get it working. Maybe. It's a predicament to solve. It's a tricky one. Tricky pickle. Okay, is that enough? No, too much. Oops. Shirt BG. Okay, maybe layer 1 would work. Layer 1 will work. Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw something peeking, but it was not. So the way that it might work, maybe, is if we make the look box, as we do. Okay, too much already. I can already see. Because base is there. Okay, so we need to go at least below base. Maybe I should just not do the outline. I mean, she's very pale. So it would blend in pretty heartily. I should probably also well, I don't need to restart it just yet. I'm most concerned with when you look left and right, it will overlay it off of the shirt. So if I make it any bigger than this, because it needs to be bigger to match, but if I make it any bigger, it could easily go off of model, off of the default here, and would look wrong. So what I might do, because it needs to be able to look left and right. Yeah, okay. I can make it a little bit longer, it looks like. So what I might do is get rid of these little fringy bits and just expand these out a little bit here. You can kind of see what I'm doing behind there. And then I will just take this and wiggle it to fit. Let me also check and make sure she is symmetrical, because she is designed to be symmetrical. She's not. Okay, this needs to go out just a smidgen more. That lines up. Okay, and then we will take it, connect it. I also don't think I need to do it. Okay, I need to move my phone. I keep bumping into it. I don't think it needs to be as long as it was either, but I'll go ahead and get rid of some of it. That's fine. We'll try that. If I put I take the lines out of the equation, it may blend a little bit more. Shirt, BG. Oh yeah, background. Hide your eyes. Shield them. Wait, Miku's blocking it. Thank you, Miku. We appreciate your service. What's that, Miku? Trans lives matter? Thanks, Miku. I don't know. Is that the meme? I don't remember. God, I wish. I even asked my therapist this week. This week's been a rough week. For my therapist, specifically. Asking too many dang questions. Anyway, I was like, hey, is there anything I can do about, you know, my brain? My memory? My memory shit? You know, this would be nice. And she basically was like, no, not really. So, yeah, you're right. Again, let me back it up. I love my therapist. She's very good at her job, but it's been a rough week to be my therapist. Let's try that. I'm just salty. It's on me. That's fair. Hang on, Miku's loading up. Give her a second. She's thinking about it. Is there anything else I need to do? Let me check my to-do list as well. There's some things I want to see if I can tweak off of stream just to see, to play with a little bit. It might take a little while. I don't want to do the more boring bits, in my opinion. Miku, are you? There, she's loading. Hang on. Give her another second. I moved the pupils already. Okay. There she is. Hang on. Get her on stream. Boop. There she is. Okay. The shoulders are what we were looking at right now. Maybe I can make it a little bit more sensitive. Hang on. Uh oh, did Honk crash? What just happened? Uh oh. Bye, I guess. Okay. Pull that back up. I don't know how to solve this problem. Maybe I'm overthinking it a bit, but it looks wrong to me. Maybe if I just make the line really thin. I'll try that next. She's booting. She will be back momentarily. Okay. Yeah, so if I make a really thin line here on the edge. Shear it in a little bit here. Clean up my lines a little bit. Okay. It's not gonna look right on Honk just yet because I'll have to restart it. But for now, let's see what we're working with. See if I can come up with any ideas by looking at it. There we go. Yeah, maybe I should make it a little bit more responsive. Where is it? Where are you? Back here? No, sure BG. That's the one. So delicate. I'll probably move it down a little bit too. I think it's a little too high. This is the tweaking part. Like the real tweaking. That other stuff was just like baby mode compared to this. The eyes look off to me, but I'll have to look at that later. Been staring at it too long. Much, much too long. Okay, is there anything else I can work on while my brain needs to because I'm getting at that brain mode. I'm gonna use brain again, where I've stared at this way too long and now I cannot see it. Actually, it just all blends together and looks weird and wrong. I did want to add more mouth frames, but that is not a now problem to fix or to work on. I was thinking about reworking the tile a little bit, just to add like some depth to it, but I really don't have to. It would be just like a personal preference thing, so it has a little bit more depth. I think I should just not. I'll just make the tie move just a little bit less and just not do that. Because that's an overthinking it thing. There we go. Get one more tick. One more tick. We're getting into that like just delicate tweaking garbage. That's where you hit the bad brain. That's not a good time. Okay. Ooh, that's something we can do. So a problem I've needed to solve for a little while is that the eyeballs will need a shadow. And in order to do that, I'm not really sure how we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie. That is a bit of a tricky pickle. Let's get the head back in here. Miku, hello. There we go. And we will need primarily the eyes. Okay, so there's the whites of the eye behind there. And it's just honk bullshittery is the reason why that works. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So the eyes work on a separate layer because the way that the pupils are, if you put them on top, they will go over and it will look really wild. And all of these are PNGs, so they all have a little delicate white outline to them. So you have to be careful about the eyes in particular and how you layer them. So let me not do that first. Do I like that color? Not quite. A little bit too much. A little bit too much. Alright, we'll try that first. I can always shade it later once I get the harder part done. Because I think I can sync them up. I think the whites of the eyes right now currently are not quite synced up with the eyes, but I think in order to do this, I will need to do that. I don't know if it will look right once I've synced it, but we will do our best. And we will see how it looks. And because it's a curve here, I'm a little concerned that it's gonna look wonky. Kind of like how the eyebrows don't quite line up how we want them to. But we're gonna try it first. Where's the pupils at? Pupil. Okay, that lines up okay. We'll try that. We're gonna give it a shot and see. This is one of those fuck around and find out things. Shield your eyes while I remove the background. Export PNG. Desktop. Oh, you can't. Oops. I keep forgetting that Miku's in the way. I mean, she's not in the way. She's the star of the show, so you know. Make it a little bit brighter too. It's a little too dark. Let's try that. Export. There's top eye whites. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Alright. Put the gray back. And we will replace. Actually, let's put that in old. I want to save that just in case. It's not like it's a hard export to do, but I'm a PNG hoarder, so we're gonna do it that way. All right, Miku, we'll be right back. boot. Oh, I'm a little apprehensive about this one. I don't know. I have my doubts. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna do it. It would be a great mercy if it did, though. Be really nice. I don't know if you've considered just working. Smile, please. Just work. It's loading. Give it a second. Wait. Okay, earlier, Anna was playing with the Smarties that were on my desk. A little roll of Smarties. I gave them to her. I put them on her chair. I looked over later. They were gone, as I expected. She had probably kicked them off the chair and, you know, disappeared them somewhere. I'd never find them, except for in 6 months. Whatever. That's the price you pay. I look over. The Smarties are back. In the exact same spot that I put them in earlier. I did not do that. I don't think Anna did that. I don't think. But maybe she did. Lovely new trick, Beeper. Thank you very much. So typically with the anime style, the darks of the eyes line up with the shadow, but we are just not going to be able to do that. We are going to have to go stylized. That them's the breaks. It's just how it works. Sorry, but you know, sometimes it's like that. Also, let me track my cursor since we're doing eyeball stuff. Need to be very particular. It's a little dark. Well, I actually kind of like it. It's nice. Adds some value to the face that was not there earlier. It looks good. Much needed addition. I've been waiting on that one for a while, but it looks pretty good. Okay. Actually worked out. It's actually pretty well synced up too. I thought it would not work nearly as well as it is. Holy shit. Oh my god. Thank you. Because I was really not sure how I was gonna solve that one. So that is nice. Thank you. Oof. That is a burden off of my shoulders. Oh yeah, we didn't look at the squares. I updated the squares a while ago. That's alright. I might like fade the shadow edges a little bit. Give it a little more little softer look. But not too bad. What are those nerds doing? Oh. Sorry, I pulled up Discord for all of a second. And saw people playing something. I was wondering what they're playing. I see you nerds. I see you. Alright. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do? I did add we can add the eyebrows back. I did put them back in the folder. I don't necessarily like them. I will probably change them, but that doesn't mean we can't put them back in so that it's not nothing. Let's see, layer 4 maybe? Yep. Works for me. Eyebrows, where are you? There you are. Add a look box. Tall oval. Oops. Oh, they're lowercase. Ew. Too much. Much too much. No, eyebrow. That is, I guess, the difference. I'm trying to like solidify what the difference is between Miku, this avatar, and the ones that I have the most experience with, which is my little buddy in the bottom there. And Miku is emulating 3D, or my avatar is more emulating a cartoony style, right? Like I'm not actually going for 3D depth with mine. But with Miku, you want to have it look like there's actual depth. That is important. That is an important thing to remember because it is really hard to do. Really, really tricky. Trying to decide. I think, yeah, I've been trying to decide on and off whether or not I think Honk what I'm doing here, if this is harder to do than just doing 2D live. And I would argue that what I'm trying to do is actually harder than 2D live. It doesn't take nearly as long. 2D live takes hundreds of hours, it feels like, for some of the really good stuff, the really, really detailed stuff. And you can do some amazing things you can't do with Honk. But this seems harder. Having done both, this feels harder. Like, 2D Live gives you much more tools, which is exactly, you know, again, you get that going in. You know what you're getting. You're getting something that is a company, whereas Honk is like 1 or 2 people at the most, right? So, like, I know that. But I like Honk. Man, I'm biased. I just really like Honk. Because it's such a puzzle. It's such a challenge. Like, you're not really, like, meant to do this, is what it feels like. Here I am. I gotta brute force it till it works. This is my puzzle game. I was talking earlier, I don't think I've played a puzzle game in a while. This is my puzzle game, right here. And this is great. I'm having tons of fun. This is fantastic. Try and tweak it just, nope, too much. Try and tweak it just right. Because I want to be able to see it a little bit more than that. Just one little thing. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, that's such a relief. Oh my god. That the shadow on the eyes, like, has done so much. It's pulling so much weight. Oh, fuck. What a relief. Because the eyes have looked weird for so long to me, so. I'm still probably gonna redo them, at least a little bit, because this is not like the modern anime look. I'm not gonna change it that much, but I can make them look a little bit nicer, a little bit better. This is just like baby's first anime eye, right? And I can do better than that. I know, I don't want to limit myself to baby's first anime. I've been doing those eyes since like middle school. I can learn how to do it differently, right? I can do better. I feel drunk with power right now. That's what Honk does to me. Oh, buddy. Oh, bless it. All right. I'm fucking exhausted. I think that's gonna be it for me. A little more tweaking to go. A little more. We're getting there. We're so close. I can taste it. And the reason that I'm like bully me into doing this is that I think I said this last time, but I can only work on the tutorial that I want to do for Honk after this is done. I have to finish Miku because Miku is gonna be all up in the tutorial, right? She's gonna be basically the star. Of course, she's Miku. How can she not be? So like, this has to be done, and I am extra with it, where I'm like, I really want it to pop. I really want it to do well, and I know I can stop at any moment, but you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna do some stuff off stream, some tweaking, and if there's enough... Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, picture absolutely understood. Crystal clear. I think it's time for me to go pet her and play with her. So, there may be enough content here. I don't call it content. There may be enough to do here for another stream, but maybe not. If not, then I will just, maybe I'll pull it up when it's done and we can look at it. We can ooh and ah and have a great time, and then we don't ever have to look at it again. That's fine by me. Or we'll do one more Miku stream. I will play with it off stream and see what I think. Hi, people. I'm so ready to move on to the next thing. I'm so... Yeah, me too. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You are preaching to the choir. So. Okay. Yeah, you stand up. You're doing great. So I'm gonna stop here. Thanks for hanging out and checking out Honk and Miku and all that fun stuff. I definitely recommend it. It's on itch.io if you're interested in checking out Honk for yourself and making some crazy cool creations for yourself. I'm working on a tutorial soon, so if that is something you're interested in, that'll be on the YouTube channel. Hi, people. Thank you for hanging out again, and I will catch you next time. Maybe I'll have good brain juice, and I can actually play things and have a good time. So, here's hoping. Bye, good night. See ya.